Hi guys, Editing Marquita here, and I just realized as I was going back through my footage of this video that you guys are about to see, the eyeshadow palettes that I mentioned for the Beauty Bakerie Bite-Sized collection are actually $14. And I know I said it a million times in the video that they were $12. However, they are actually $14. So I just want to clarify that, and I'll probably put a little notation, at least over the first time that I mention those prices, and I'll also mention it in the description box. But again, the eyeshadow palettes for the Beauty Bakerie Bite-Sized collection are both $14 each. I just want to stop in and make that little notation. Enjoy. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I am just going to do a review of a new product from Beauty Bakerie. So you've probably seen before that I've done some reviews on some Beauty Bakerie products. This is actually the line that they did in collaboration with Target. So it is a Target exclusive. I do not believe that it's being sold on the Beauty Bakerie website. The only place that you can get this line right now is at Target, and of course Target.com. So you can order the items from Target.com or you can get them in store at Target. I just happened to be sitting home looking around at the line because I knew it was coming out. I had seen it advertised on the Beauty Bakerie site, and so I decided to try it out just to see how it compares to the, I guess you could say, original line or the standard line that is offered on Beauty Bakerie's website or sold, just the regular Beauty Bakerie products. So what I have here, I got quite a few things from the line. I think I got one of almost everything from each offering, I guess you could say, they have. There's a couple things I didn't get. One thing being they have like a lip balm, or it's a gel, I think you call it like jelly lip balm or something. I didn't purchase that, although I may end up buying some of the other things I didn't purchase in this original haul later on down the line. But I just wanted to get enough to be able to give it a fair shot and get some things that are probably more common or that people will more likely be purchasing or wanting to know about. I haven't seen too much on this line yet in terms of reviews, so I was like, wow, this will be a good time for me to get it started. I do like Beauty Bakerie products, so I was excited to see that they had this line out with Target, which is also one of my favorite stores to go to, especially during the pandemic. Target is great. They offer, of course, curbside pickup, so you don't have to worry about going in the store and possibly being exposed to COVID, or you can go in and just pick it up from the customer service desk, which also minimizes your time in the store and in the public. So I do really appreciate Target, and I ordered most of this stuff as a pickup, but then I realized that one of the items I ordered, it said out of stock online, but happened to be in the store, but there was only one left. So I think that's why the online wasn't available. But some kind of way, instead of doing curbside pickup, I selected in-store pickup. I really don't think that's what I did, but it turned out that way. But it worked out for the better, and I was able to get a couple more items from the collection that I was kind of indecisive on because I hadn't seen it in person, and also because it said that it wasn't available, so I thought I would have to order it online. But it turns out it was available, so I'll showcase all of that in just a moment. One thing about this particular product line, and I didn't even name it yet, it's Beauty Bakerie, but it's called Bite Size Beauty. So that is the name of the line, Bite Size Beauty. And the reason it's called Bite Size is because, number one, it's more affordable in terms of price compared to the standard, and I'll talk more about that in a second. But also it is a little bit smaller than in some occasions it's a little bit smaller than the size of the regular products, but they're not like travel size or minis by any means. They are still what I would consider a full-size product. It's just compared to what they normally offer on the Beauty Bakerie site. These are more like, I would say, regular size, whereas some of the Beauty Bakerie stuff is actually like a larger serving of things that you would get, especially when you're talking about like the eyeshadow palette. I have regular palettes that are the same size as the bite-size beauty palettes, whereas a Beauty Bakerie palette, the standard palette, like from the original line, is much larger. Like the pans are much larger. So I'll show a comparison of some of the items that are, the standard versus the bite-size beauty, just so you can kind of get an idea. But I by no means feel like because you're paying less that you're getting a ton less product. And I also think the quality, based on what I've experienced so far, is still on the same level as the original products. So I'm going to get into this. I am wearing a little bit of the product now. I've only had it a couple days, so I've had a couple of looks. What I think I will do, because I did want to just get the review out there, just get, you know, something about this particular line out there. I'll probably do a lookbook within the next week or so with different looks that I've created from the different products, because it is quite a bit of product that you can play with. And also, I will probably do some more pictures on my blog of some of the things I play with. So I'll talk more about the look that I'm wearing, as well as what I used to create it, and showcase some of the other things I haven't had a chance to dive into yet. So let's get started. All right, so first off, I'll start off with my favorite things, which is, and not just in the collection, just in general, my favorite things are eyeshadow and lip products. So I'm wearing on my eyes two colors. Let me get a little closer. If you have watched any of my videos, you know that this is kind of my signature thing, where I like to have kind of like a matte or a kind of neutral color for my, on the upper part of my eye. And then I tend to do the more colorful or the shimmer or any type of pop on my eyelid. So that's typically how I do my eyeshadow when I'm doing multiple colors. I'm by no means a makeup expert, and I'm sure I probably apply it however I want. It works for me. So this is not the place to come to be like, oh, create, you know, new eye looks and things. I'm just showing you how you can use the product or how I use the product, but by no means do I consider myself a makeup guru, expert, influencer, any of that. I'm really just an eyeshadow and lips person typically. I rarely do full face unless I'm doing it for a purpose, like to showcase the product, or if I'm going to a special occasion or taking photos. So I started with this fun palette. So there are two palettes in this collection, and they are very affordable. Like, again, I said the purpose of this line was to be a more affordable line so that more people could have access to Beauty Bakerie. And I don't honestly think that her original line is not affordable. It's just that if you're on a budget, you can get like two of these for what you could get for one of the regular size palette, and that's the only thing. Plus, Beauty Bakerie things are, like I said, you can order it from the website, but they're also sold in some Ulta stores, as well as some things are sold with Morphe. But my Ulta stores in my area, I'm in the Northern Virginia area, they no longer carry it. They used to carry some Beauty Bakerie, but not anymore. So most of the ones closest to me do not carry it, so I have to order online or through like Morphe, or I can order it on Ulta online. However, they do not carry the full collection and most of the stuff, so I still would have to order from the Beauty Bakerie website, which if you've seen my video around Christmas time, you saw the mishap that I had, which again, not on the company, but it was on the delivery process, and it just has to do with the mail situation. So I'm just kind of on chill with ordering online from them, just because of the carrier that we end up having on this end and how difficult getting packages delivered sometimes can be with like FedEx and UPS, but more specifically FedEx, which was the case with that Beauty Bakerie. But anyway, these palettes are great deals. They are $12, so good quality makeup at an affordable price, definitely. So I wanted to show the packaging, because if you're not familiar with Beauty Bakerie, they are known for having very cute packaging that's very thematic. So this is what it looks like if you go into the store. This is one of the two eyeshadow palettes that are available in the collection. And the back says, when the recipe calls for pastels and pops of color, grab marshmallows. And this is called the Rainbow Marshmallows palette. There are 9 colors in this palette. Actually, both palettes are nine color palettes. So this is what it looks like. Very nice case there. It's a hard plastic case, has your cover. And these are the shadows. Now I am wearing currently the deeper brown here. They don't have names on them anywhere. So I'm wearing this deeper brown color. It's a matte color. And then the color on the top here, it doesn't look kind of pinky, and it's not showing up on film as pink, but it really is like a kind of a light pinky, as you can see on my eyes. That's the color, but it just doesn't look that way looking at it from the palette. But the other colors are pretty accurate. The quality to me is the same as the quality of the original palettes in terms of, you know, you get a good amount. It doesn't take a lot. And it's very pigmented, as you can see. So I really want to play around with this, and I'll probably play around with some of the other colors later on in the week. It's currently snowing where I live, so I am off work for the next day or two. So I will have some time to play around with this collection. So again, you get 9 colors, 9 shades, and they're a mix of pastels and pops of color. So you could do a neutral look with this, as you can see, because it does have like the brown, and then it has some shimmers. There are 3 shimmer colors in here. One in which I'm wearing, and then there is, actually no, I'm sorry, it's 2 shimmer colors. The one that I'm wearing, and then that the blue-green turquoise kind of color here. Those are your 2 shimmers. Everything else is a matte, but some of them are matte colors. Like here, this is where your pops of colors are. But very nice where you can do a neutral, or, you know, play with it, play it up a little more. My swatching skills are not that great. This is the first color, the first matte here. So that's this color. You guys see that I'm wearing the second one. I'm just going straight across. This is another matte, kind of orangey golden. It's like a brownish orange, golden brown. It's this color. So that's the first row. Hopefully I don't run fingers. We already know from previous videos, swatching is not my skill set. This is kind of like a lighter pink, so I'm going down to this row. This one is kind of like another good transition color. It looks like it would complement the color that I'm wearing against my eyes. Like if I would have used that for my color of my upper lid. Let's see. And then this dark brown is the other color I'm wearing on my eyes up here, so you can see that one. In the middle is another kind of orangey brown. It's that color. And then we have the blue. That's over here, pretty blue. Ooh, I like that. It definitely goes with the pastels. And I'm only rubbing my hand just a couple times, so again, giving you some idea of the pigment. And you've seen the brown, that's what I'm wearing. And then this pretty turquoisey color. It's also a shimmer. And the reflection is kind of getting it. And then the last color is the true, what I would call a true orange pastel color. So that's a good swatch for those. Again, like I said, good quality. As you can see, I only dipped my finger in these, just a little rub, and you can see how much is on my hand. So the pigment is there for sure. And good quality. These are some of the other colors. And they are indeed matte and pastels. Definitely that was what she was going for, I believe, and you got that. Now, for those who are not as much into color, or maybe that's just not something that would be useful to you on a regular basis, there is another palette which I have not tried the colors yet. However, it looks very, very familiar to the Do It for the Gram palette from her original collection, which is probably my favorite palette from any Beauty Bakerie stuff so far. And I have most of the palettes from the original collection. So this one is called Get That Dough. Also a non-shadow palette, and it says for a comfy chill look. So this is what I would call like your everyday palette. You have some shimmers and some mattes, but the colors are very neutral, and that is how the Do It for the Gram palette, which I actually have here, and I'll show you to compare the size as well. I got this one because I want to use this when my Do It For The Gram runs out. But that is this one. And I have Do It For The Gram, which is from the original. So you can see kind of the size difference. Let me take this out of this packaging just so you can really see the size difference in the palettes. This is Do It For The Gram from the original collection. And you can see the pan size here for that one versus the pan size for the Bite Size Beauty. So you can see there is a difference, but it's still a decent size pan. It's not like a little baby miniature travel size pan. But if you look at the color scheme, this is almost identical, at least with the key colors. Like if you take out these monochrome, blue, green, these are fun to play with. But if you take those out, this is pretty much a miniature version almost. Not as many reds, but that gold and the browns, the neutrals, love it. So I feel like that's going to be one of my go-to faves for the Bite Size Beauty collection. So I just want to show that one. I'll open it up just to get a better, hopefully less glary look because the reflection is coming in. So as you can see, I haven't used this one yet, but color scheme very similar to the Do It For The Gram. Very nice neutrals. You can still get some pops of color or some kind of, like, you know, accent or something to stand out. It doesn't have to be completely nude or dull and boring, which is why I love the Do It For The Gram, because it's a good everyday palette, and this one would be your go-to everyday palette for sure. So both of those palettes, I don't think I mentioned the price already. Both of these palettes are $12 each. So yeah, both of those palettes are 12 bucks, which is not a bad deal for the amount of product that you get and for the quality of product that you get. Definitely not bad. So let's move on next. I want to talk about my face because I know you may be looking at it and you might be looking like, am I breaking out? Do I have a rash? No. The answer to that is one of the blushes from the Bite Size Beauty. So Bite Size Beauty has blush, lip whips, sugar scrubs, eyeshadow palettes. It has the blender. You can get also some more face products, which I don't wear, so that's why I didn't purchase them. But they do have like the smaller version of the flour, the baking flour or powder rather. And like I said, they had the lip gloss, like a jelly lip balm, which I didn't purchase, but I may purchase later. And some of those did have some tint. There was one that had a pretty pink, and I think a blue. So it turns colors based on your temperature on your lips, like your heat, body heat. So I do kind of want to try that one out, but I didn't get it the other day, but that might be one that I add to my collection. But I did try two blushes. I am not a blush wearer, which is why if you're looking at it, you're probably like, you put that in the wrong spot or whatever, because I was just trying to put it on to try the color out to see what it looked like. And when I went for it, I had my brush and I was like, I literally just did like a couple of swipes, just like if I was putting on eyeshadow, like I kind of rubbed it around in there, and the pigment is on point, which is why this is like after I've blended it down. Like what you see is the blended out version. So that's how strong that pigment is. It would probably work as a good eyeshadow or highlighter as well. But this is the what was I gonna call this? This is the blush from the one of the blushes. There are 3 blushes in the Bite Size Beauty. I'm sorry, I think there are 6. There are 3 that kind of go with one, what you would say would be appropriate for one set of skin tones, from like probably more tan and brown. And then there's another set that would probably work for lighter skin tones as well. So that is how that was set up. So I will put that out there. I purchased 2 of the colors that were more appropriate for deeper skin tones. So this one is called a Freshly Baked, and it is kind of an orangey bronze, as you can see. It's a very pretty color. And again, I'm not a blush wearer, and I feel like I'm not wearing anything on my face in terms of like foundation or powder or anything. This is just my bare skin with the blush, but I feel like if I had done a full face of makeup and used that blush, this would have been gorgeous, and it would have accented my cheeks wonderfully, and I would look so much better instead of looking like I have a rash on my face. But that's just, again, like I said, I'm not a blush wearer, and I probably put it on all wrong, and I took too much. I can say I did put too much on, so I was trying to like dull it down because it's super bright. I wasn't expecting it to be, I was expecting it to be more brown, but it had more of a reddish orange tint, which again, I think had I had my full face of makeup, I feel like that would have been a very nice touch, and it would have been a good combo. But I will swatch it just so you can see what it looks like. Pretty much what you see in the compact is the color that it comes out, and it is pigmented, very pigmented. So I just want to put that out there. That was with one swatch with my finger. Okay, so that's the first one that I'm wearing. So you can see how even blended out it still shows up. So like I said, full face of makeup, or even if I put makeup on top of that, it would probably show through really nice. All things that I could have done but I didn't do. And again, I'm home and I'm just relaxing, so it's fine. I don't have to, I can wipe it off after this. And the other color that I got, because I thought it was such a pretty color, and now that I know that these things are so pigmented, I'm really going to be careful if I put this on. This color here, this is a very pretty fuchsia pink color, which I think will look great. But I would say definitely go light on it unless you want to have just a very bright face with the blush. Let me get it open so I can give you the correct name. This other one that I'm wearing, this is Freshly Baked. This one is called Kiss My Cheeks. And I like that color. It is, I mean, I don't even think I need to swatch this so you can see like how that goes. That's gonna be a fun one to play with. And I do think both of these could probably be used as more than just blush, but they are both blushes. Then the next thing I want to get to is the lip whips. So the one thing about the lip whips is that they are all nude colors, and by that I mean shades of nude, but that doesn't mean that they're just like the color that I'm wearing. They go from a range, and that was created to try and have a nude for every skin tone, or you know, to fit people. So without being able to really see them, because there wasn't really any swatches on Target's website. I mean, you could see it a little bit, but it's really just hard to tell what colors are going to look like. I like deep chocolate, so I got one called Truffle Maker, like chocolate truffles, Truffle Maker. And I have a picture of that will show up. I may put that at the end of this video just so you can see it. I have a still shot yesterday. I just put that on just to try out the lip whip to see if it was similar to the originals, and it is. And today I'm wearing Churr All I Knead, and Need is like K-N-E-A-D. So Churr All I Knead, which is this one. That is what's currently on my lips, and as you can see, it would probably be what I would call my perfect match nude, meaning it really blends in with my skin. Again, if I had on full makeup, I think it would pop a little more. It's really light. It does have a little more pink to it than brown. And I think with this one, it would be, I probably wouldn't wear it by itself. And I do want to get a little closer, because what I did do is add in, and I blended it, and I just put it on really lightly. It's a sugar stick in Chocolate Therapy, and I went around the edges, and then I kind of like did that and like kind of blended it in, so you can see that it's there a little bit, but it's really blended. So I did that just for a little more definition. And again, I was just experimenting. I didn't put it on first. I should have done it, but I didn't think about it till afterward, and I was like, oh, let me try that thing, and then I blended it in. So there. But because this is such a perfect match with my complexion, what I think I would do is add a lip gloss on top, or well, I would add a lip gloss, but the lip gloss I would probably use is the Fenty, and there's a Beauty Bakerie video, but the Fenty Cream Gloss Bomb. And this is Cookie Jar, which is a chocolate brown. And like I've said before, I love chocolate colors. So I love all of those. And I could probably, this one is pigmented, so it will add a little more color. But then also I have the hot chocolate, which is just a gloss, but it has some tint. I think either of those would be great toppers. I just didn't want to put them on before I showed you what this actually looked like on me, you know, without anything. So this is what I'm wearing. Again, I'm wearing the Churr All I Knead lip whip. It is a matte, as you can tell. And I'm gonna just see. And I haven't tried this yet, so. I don't typically apply lip, I don't typically apply any makeup on camera live, but I think what I would do is use Churr All I Knead as a base color for like a gloss or something else. And we'll just clean that up. Yeah, I think I like that. So I think what I would do, because that gives me something, because this is a gloss, so again, gloss will come off. Like as soon as I eat or drink, this is going to come off throughout the day, but I'll have this good matte under it. So I think what I would do is use this as a base color to kind of blend with a gloss. And I like that. Comparison, again, this is the bite-sized lip whips. They all look like this in terms of having the brown. The packaging has the brown and the gold writing. It says Beauty Bakerie Bite Size on it. I don't know if this focuses ever. This is the original lip whip, just to show you. This is actually one of my favorites, the chocolate chocolate for breakfast from Beauty Bakerie. So again, just a size comparison to see what the bite size versus the originals look like. Not a huge difference, so you're not skimping on too much product. The lip whips from the bite size collection are also $12. Most things, I do want to put that out there, most things in the collection are $12. The most expensive thing that I've seen so far in the collection is the brush set, and it's $29. So nothing in this collection is over 30 bucks. And the cheapest thing I've seen is a lip, no, it's one thing that's cheaper than that, which I'm going to show you in a minute. That's the Beauty Blender, and it's $4. And then the next cheapest thing would be the jelly lip balm thing that I didn't buy. That was $10. And then everything else for the most part is $12. The blushes were $12. The lip whips are $12. The palettes, the eyeshadow palettes, are $12. So again, a very affordable line. But I just want to again show the comparison in size for the original versus the bite size. So not much of a big difference. Again, $12 and the original being $20. So I think that's a fair pricing difference there. But the only thing is, like I said, you can get, with the originals, you can get a lot of colors. You know, not just nudes and neutrals, and they also have like glosses and things. But with this collection right now, there's only the matte lip whips, which are fine. I love those, and they do have the staying power, because I wore one yesterday and I'm wearing this one today, and they definitely hold up the same way in terms of staying power through eating and drinking. Yes, you will eventually have to reapply like after a lot of eating and drinking, but like just drinking on some water or drinking, you know, out of a cup or whatever, straw, or even having a meal, you probably will not have to do much, if any, reapplying with the lip whips. So that's one thing to think about when you're talking about paying $12. That's not too much of a ask. But I do want to show, and I'll go ahead and swatch them. So I'm wearing Churr All I Knead on my lips. This is what they look like. Still has the same applicator, which makes it easy to apply. And I'll swatch that one. And like I said, the purpose was to be able to have a nude that's perfect for every skin tone. So if you were a lighter skin tone, the color that I was just wearing would probably show up more pinky. This is Truffle Maker, which was the one I was wearing yesterday, and I love it because it's a deep chocolate. So Churr All I Knead is here, and that's Truffle Maker. And I have one more, which I have yet to wear, which is National Nude Day. And I think this one is on the darker side, like Truffle Maker, not quite as dark. But I think it will come out nicely too. It's more brown than chocolate brown, whereas Truffle Maker is like chocolate brown. So, and that's National Nude Day. Truffle Maker, Churr All I Knead. And I got Churr All I Knead because it did have that pinky red, and I was hoping it would come through a little more on my lips, like this, where it has more of the red, but it seems to blend in, I guess, once it dried down on my lips a little more. So that's why I came. But again, it'll make a great base for glosses. So still very usable. Not a regret there at all. Let's see here. I'm just trying to make sure I put these back in the right container. So those are the lip whips. This is the packaging for the lip whips in the bite size collection, and this is the packaging for the original. And again, just to give you comparisons. So very similar in most ways, just a little bit smaller, but still a good amount of product and a good price and good quality. The next two things will be pretty quick and easy. There is the sugar scrub. I just bought this because I like to keep this in stock. I use this from the original line. This is the peach one. I use it. I have some right now. I just got it to have a backup when my other one runs out, because I love the peach scrub, and I feel like it was out of stock at one point when I was looking for it, so I just wanted to get some while I could. It also comes in strawberry, and I think vanilla was the other two. Oh, these things are sealed. And I don't have my scissors with me, and I'm trying not to destroy the box. I just want to show you, because I think this one is the same size as the original. I could be wrong, but the box looks about the same size as the one that I have currently in my bathroom that I'm using. So this is the sugar scrub. This is it's called Pinch of Sugar. And like I said, this is the peach, and it does come in strawberry, and I think it was vanilla. I just know the other one is like clear or white, but it doesn't really matter because it's a scrub, so it's not like you're going to be wearing it out. It is like sugar. It's a sugar scrub. You put it on, it helps smooth out your lips. I like to apply it before putting on either one of the lip whips or any matte lipstick, because you want to have smooth lips when you put them on. So if they're like chapped or peeling, it'll get rid of all the dead skin so that the application is very nice and smooth. So that is what these are for. All right, so now that I finally got that sugar scrub open, it honestly looks about the same size to me. Let me double check. I have them here. This is the new one from the bite size collection. So of course it's unopened. This is the sugar scrub. I actually like this packaging, I think, better than the original. This is the sugar lip scrub from the original collection. So like I said, I do wear these. I use these. These look about the same. Just different containers. But let me double check the sizes to be sure. This is the box from the original. Here's the box from the bite size. And they do have their amount. So this is 0.18 ounces, and this one is 0.12. Okay, so it's a little bit less, but not a huge difference. So one's 0.18 and one's 0.12 ounces. Okay. So this one's a little bit smaller, but still looks like a decent amount of product. It will last because you don't need a lot to get the job done. And like I said, I just wanted it back up. And the fact that I can have it in my possession for when my other one runs out. I'll go ahead and open. This is the original because they're the same thing, so you can see what they look like. And all you do is just dip in. It smells wonderful. Love that. You just dip it in, and it's like a sugar scrub, so it has a grainy texture like sugar. You could probably make these yourself, to be honest. I've made body sugar scrubs, so very easy to make. But if you don't want to go through all of that and you just want this one because the fun peach scent and everything, You just dip in there and then you just rub it across your lips so it's like an exfoliating thing, and then you just wipe it off with a nice warm rag is what I usually use to wipe it off. And you can also sleep with this on if you want to kind of use it as a treatment for your lips, but it does make your lips nice and soft and moisturized. So yeah, so that is the lip scrub. It's called a Pinch of Sugar lip scrub. So a little bit smaller, but still great product there. It was also $12, I believe. And last but not least, the cheapest thing in the Bite Size collection, which is a beauty blender. Again, super cute packaging. This is one beauty blender. I do have the carton of eggs that you can order from the original website, Beauty Bakerie, but this is a very cute one. It's a nice travel size. It is called the Hatch Blending Egg Makeup Sponge with Travel Case. So this will be great if you're ever somewhere and you don't have a beauty sponge, and say, you know, Target is almost everywhere we could think of. You can run in there, and for $4 you have this really cute beauty blender. I just love the packaging for Beauty Bakerie. I really do. Oh my gosh, it's so soft. Even the little carrying case is like a soft plastic here. So adorable. Look at that. I would just sit this on my dresser just because it's so cute. And there, like you can see, it's a squishy plastic. And it has the Beauty Bakerie on it. And then here's the actual makeup sponge. And there's the bottom. Like I said, it's a nice jelly-like plastic. Very soft sponge. These work good when they are wet first. So like you wet them, squeeze them out so they're damp, not dripping wet, but damp. Super, super cute. $4 get you this cute little sponge. These would also make great gifts if you're talking about like stocking stuffers, or just, you know, somebody who likes makeup or whatever. Like this will be a cute little gift for them, and very affordable once again, which was the whole point of this collection, to make it more accessible and more affordable to more people. So I think that they hit the nail on the head with that. I really like the stuff. They did not lose the integrity of the products. They're still good quality, long lasting for the things like the eyeshadow and the lip whips. And then the cuteness factor did not go away in terms of the packaging. So very, very super cute here. For all of that. So that is my review so far of the Beauty Bakerie bite-sized makeup line that is exclusive to Target right now. You can order it on Target.com, or you can purchase it in store if it's available. And again, I am wearing from the Rainbow Marshmallows collection, which is the eyeshadow. I'm sorry, from the Rainbow Marshmallows eyeshadow palette. Here, $12. Two of the colors on my eyelids. And I was also wearing the lip whip in Churr All I Knead, and I just topped it off with my Fenty Cream Cookie Jar lip gloss. And then I also am wearing on my face this nice blush from the Bite Size Beauty collection. It's called Freshly Baked. That is the name of this one. So again, very affordable collection, available at Target stores, and Target.com. Thanks again for watching. Make sure that you follow me on my social medias and check out my blog for more photos of different looks I will be creating. And also check back on my, subscribe and check back on YouTube to see my lookbook that I'm probably going to do within the next week or so with more looks from this collection.